Hello and welcome to another episode of Current Affairs MCQ. Let's begin with previous day question. The network for greening the financial system is best described as a global network of financial institutions focused on promoting sustainable energy practices, a network of central banks dedicated to integrating climate risk into financial stability policies, a coalition of governments working on reducing greenhouse gas emissions through market regulations, an initiative by private corporations to support the development of green financial products. The correct answer is option B. The network for greening the financial system, which includes 89 central banks worldwide, is driving efforts to integrate climate risks into financial stability policies. Since joining in 2021, the Reserve Bank of India has taken commendable steps, including launching green deposits, expanding priority sector lending for renewable energy, and issuing sovereign green bonds worth USD 2.2 billion. Hence, option B is the correct answer. Before moving forward, Drishti IAS Noida Center for the IAS GS Foundation course covering both prelims and mains offline batches. Admissions are open in both English medium and Hindi medium. For any query, give us a call at 87501 87501, or you can also download the Drishti Learning app. Let's begin with today's session. Consider the following statements regarding quantum computing. The topological superconductor used in quantum chips is a solid state of matter. Quantum computers use binary bits for faster computations. Which of the statements given above is or are correct? 1 only, 2 only, both 1 and 2, neither 1 nor 2. The correct answer is option D. The topoconductor or topological superconductor is a special category of material that can create an entirely new state of matter, not a solid, liquid or gas, but a topological state. Hence, statement 1 is not correct. Classical computers use binary bits. Quantum computers use qubits, which exist in multiple states simultaneously, enabling exponentially faster computations. Hence, statement 2 is not correct. Hence, option D is the correct answer. Next, which of the following tiger reserves is home to the world's first scientifically managed teak plantation? Kanha Tiger Reserve, Periyar Tiger Reserve, Nagarhole Tiger Reserve, or Parambikulam Tiger Reserve? The correct answer is option D. Parambikulam Tiger Reserve is located in the Palakkad and Thrissur districts of Kerala and declared a tiger reserve in 2009 under Project Tiger. It is a well-preserved ecological area within the Nilampathy Annamalai landscape of the southern western Ghats in India. It is home to the world's first scientifically managed teak plantation and boasts the largest and oldest teak tree named Kanimara. The Parambikulam, Sholayar and Thikedi rivers flow through the reserve. Hence, option D is the correct answer. Next, consider the following statements. Article 120 deals with the language to be used in Parliament. Article 346 specifies the official language for communications between states and between state and the Union. Article 350A directs states to provide adequate facilities for instruction in the mother tongue at the primary stage of education to children belonging to linguistic minority groups. How many of the statements given above is or are correct? Only 1, only 2, all 3, none. The correct answer is option C. Article 120 deals with the language to be used in Parliament, hence statement 1 is correct. Article 346 specifies the official language for communication between states and the Union. Statement 2 is correct. Article 350A directs states to provide adequate facilities for instruction in the mother tongue at the primary stage of education to children belonging to linguistic minority groups. Hence, statement 3 is correct. Hence, option C is the correct answer. Next, with reference to inland waterways transport in India, consider the following statements. The Inland Waterways Authority of India was established under the National Waterways Act 2016. The Inland Vessels Act 2021 replaced an older legislation and introduced uniform regulations for inland vessels across India. A waterway can be declared a national waterway only if it is at least 100 km long and serves multiple states. How many of the statements given above is or are correct? Only 1, only 2, all 3 or none. The correct answer is option A. Inland waterways transport refers to the movement of people and goods on navigable waterways such as rivers, canals, lakes and other inland water bodies. Legislative framework. Inland Waterways Authority of India Act 1985 led to the formation of Inland Waterways Authority of India in 1986. IWAI is an autonomous organization responsible for the development, maintenance, and regulation of NWs. Hence, statement 1 is not correct. National Waterways Act 2016 declared 111 inland waterways as NWs for enhanced shipping and navigation. Inland Vessels Act 2021 replaced the Indian Vessels Act 1917, introduced uniform regulations for inland vessels, ensuring safety, navigation, and compliance across India. Hence, statement 2 is correct. Criteria to be as a national waterway. A waterway qualifies as a national waterway if it is navigable by propelled vessels and 50 km long except for urban areas and intra-port traffic. Hence, statement 3 is not correct. Hence, option A is the correct answer. Next, consider the following statements regarding neutrinos. These are referred to as ghost particles, are electrically neutral and interact very weakly with matter, allowing them to pass through celestial bodies without significant deflection. Big Bang neutrinos, remnants from the early universe, play a crucial role in cosmological studies and understanding the evolution of the universe. Which of the statements given above is or are correct? 1 only, 2 only, both 1 and 2, neither 1 nor 2. The correct answer is option C. Neutrinos, often called ghost particles, are electrically neutral, nearly massless subatomic particles that rarely interact with matter. This allows them to travel vast distances through stars, planets, and galaxies without being deflected by magnetic fields, making them reliable cosmic messengers. Hence, statement 1 is correct. Sources of neutrinos. Natural sources: Sun, solar neutrinos, nuclear reactions in stars, supernova, and cosmic rays. Artificial sources: nuclear reactors, radioactive decay, and particle accelerators. Big Bang neutrinos, remnants from the early universe contributing to cosmological studies. Hence, statement 2 is correct. Hence, option C is the correct answer. Next, consider the following statements. It is a soft, silvery white alkali metal and is also known as white gold. It is the lightest metal and solid element and is classified as both an alkali and a rare metal. It is highly reactive and flammable and must be stored in mineral oil. Which of the following metals best matches the above description? Lithium, sodium, potassium, or rubidium? The correct answer is option A. Lithium is a soft, silvery white alkali metal and is also known as white gold. It is the lightest metal and solid element and is classified as both an alkali and a rare metal. It is mined from ores of petalite, lepidolite, spodumene, and also subsurface brines. It is highly reactive and flammable and must be stored in mineral oil. It is an essential mineral required for electric vehicle batteries and renewable energy storage. Recently, India and Argentina signed an MOU for lithium exploration and investment opportunities in Argentina. Hence, option A is the correct answer. Next, which of the following countries does Poland border? Germany, Czech Republic, Ukraine, or United Kingdom? Select the correct answer using the code given below. 1, 2 and 3 only, 3 and 4 only, 4 only, 1, 2, 3 and 4. The correct answer is option A. Poland borders Germany, the Czech Republic, Slovakia, Ukraine, Belarus, Lithuania, and Russia. Its northern border, that is around 440 km long, runs along the Baltic Sea coast. Its capital city is Warsaw. Features sandy beaches of the Baltic Sea coast, rolling central lowlands, and snow-capped peaks of the Carpathian and Sudeten mountains, home to over 1,300 lakes. Hence, option A is the correct answer. Next, which of the following best describes our DDoS? Distributed denial of service attack. A type of cyber attack that aims to steal sensitive data from an organization's database, a method of encrypting files on a victim's computer and demanding ransom for decryption, an attempt to make an online service unavailable by overwhelming it with massive amounts of traffic, a technique used by hackers to gain unauthorized remote access to a system through phishing. The correct answer is option C. A DDoS, that is distributed denial of service attack, is a malicious attempt to disrupt the normal functioning of a targeted server, service or network by overwhelming it with excessive internet traffic. It is a form of cybercrime designed to prevent users from accessing online services and websites. These attacks leverage multiple compromised computer systems to generate attack traffic, often including not only computers but also other network devices like IoT systems. Unlike other cyber attacks that seek to breach security defenses, DDoS attacks focus on rendering websites and services inaccessible to legitimate users by overloading their infrastructure. Hence, option C is the correct answer. Next, consider the following with reference to India-US space cooperation. NASA ISRO Synthetic Aperture Radar Mission, Artemis Accords, Mega Tropiquis. Which of the initiatives given above are jointly undertaken by both countries? 1 and 2 only, 2 and 3 only, 1 and 3 only, 1, 2 and 3. The correct answer is option A. NISAR or NASA ISRO Synthetic Aperture Radar is a joint NASA ISRO Earth observation mission. It is a satellite that will map the Earth's surface to help scientists understand the planet's processes and climate change. The Artemis Accords are a set of principles that guide civil space exploration and use. They were established in 2020 by NASA and several other countries. The accords are based on the Outer Space Treaty of 1967. India joined in 2023. Mega Tropiquis was a joint Indo-French satellite mission, not India-US, that studied the water cycle and energy exchanges in the tropics. The satellite was launched in 2011 and was part of the Global Precipitation Measurement Mission. Hence, option A is the correct answer. Next, consider the following statements about the University Grants Commission. UGC, previously known as the University Grants Committee, was formed based on the recommendations of the Sargent Report 1944. The UGC is designated as a constitutional body to oversee grants for central universities and higher education institutions. The central government appoints all members of the UGC. How many of the above statements is or are correct? Only 1, only 2, all 3, none. The correct answer is option B. University Grants Commission. Genesis, India's first effort to establish a national education system, began with the 1944 Sargent Report, which recommended creating a University Grants Committee. Hence, statement 1 is correct. Formed in 1945, the committee initially supervised Aligarh, Banaras and Delhi universities. By 1947, its scope expanded to include all existing universities. In 1948, the University Education Commission, led by Dr. S. Radhakrishnan, recommended its restructuring based on the UK model. In 1952, the Union government designated the University Grants Commission to oversee grants for central universities and higher education institutions. Formally inaugurated by Maulana Abul Kalam Azad in 1953, it became a statutory body under the University Grants Commission Act 1956. The head office of the UGC is located in New Delhi, hence statement 2 is not correct. Composition: UGC is made up of a chairman, a vice chairman and 10 other members. The central government appoints all members of the UGC, hence statement 3 is correct, hence option B is the correct answer. Now it's time for the practice question. Regarding the Mount Kailash, consider the following statements. It is a diamond-shaped peak made of black rock and the source of major rivers in Asia, including the Brahmaputra, Satluj, Indus and Karnali. Though lower in height than Mount Everest, it remains unclimbed as its ascent is prohibited due to its sacred significance. Which of the statements given above is or are correct? 1 only, 2 only, both 1 and 2, neither 1 nor 2. Send the answer of this question in the comment section. That's all for today. Thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned with us.
For more informative content, like, share and subscribe, and do not forget to press the bell icon to get the notifications.